I love winter for night photography. The cloud cover stays dense and low, reflecting light from civilization near and far. Snow and ice cover the ground, brightening scenes and shortening long exposures. And the world feels quiet and unknown, and just so compelling to photograph. Down the path here a little bit, see what else I can find. For this video, I wanted to try Phoenix 200 in medium format, and this video documents 2 rolls of film that I recently completed. Just because of how dark this is, and also just because of how much Phoenix needs a lot of light. I'm probably going to do 12 minutes, so I'm waiting here in the cold, with the cold wind. Shorter exposure here, 2 minutes. Alright, let's see how this turns out. On this night, the temperature warmed up a bit, and much of the snow melted. Less snow resulted in higher contrast with these images. In a previous video, I talked about how Phoenix can really struggle with these darker scenes. At a minimum, you really do need to quadruple whatever the light meter reading is. In a lot of cases, though, more light is actually beneficial. The problem is that Phoenix just doesn't really handle that disparity between the bright light source and the darker surroundings. So for the film to find that balance is very difficult. All right, f8 at 30 minutes. But if you can find scenes where the light sources are obscured or in some way dimmed, the film can yield surreal results with very long exposures. Well, winter is here. It is here. It's actually been here for a while. It's been brutally cold up here in the northeast of the United States. So I don't know. It's been kind of hard for me to feel super motivated to go out and photograph. Also, I still have a day job, so I'm gonna get to it. See what I can find here. F11, 20 seconds. Here, Phoenix 200 renders these light sources very differently than the naked eye. I've talked about this effect with this film and its halations, but here it completely transformed the color of the light source. I've theorized before that Phoenix 200 is really sensitive to green, so even though the light source appeared warm to my naked eye, it could be that it was actually emitting a lot of green light, and Phoenix really picked up on that. Anyways, around the time I finished scanning the first roll, an incredible snowfall descended on Rochester. Well, just my luck. 2 cars came by, or 1 car and 1 truck, so I don't know how this is going to turn out now. This image turned out really interesting. It wasn't planned at all, but I love how the trailing lights almost look like red extensions of the cables above. 6 minutes, F11. Third video where I'm like ending off the video by the lake. I don't know, it just seems like a good spot to end videos, I guess. But this is a few days after that incredible snowfall. It's a little bit warmer, not too warm though, so the snow is hanging on. It's very quiet right now. To help control the brightness of this light a little bit, what I'm going to try to do is use my hand as kind of a I guess dodge tool. So essentially, if you look at the camera, and I can see, although you guys probably can't see, basically the light is at the top of the frame. So through the viewfinder, I can tell that when my hand goes about here, it's blocking out the light a little bit. So basically I'm going to try to remember where my hand is relative to the lens, but I'm basically going to wave it back and forth, and that will block out some of the light for the 4-minute exposure I'm going to do. For my last frame, I made my way down the snowy beach and made this 30-minute long exposure. And that's the end of that roll. Thanks so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. If you do want to support this type of content, I'd appreciate a like, or you could subscribe for more. That'd be really cool. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good one. Peace.